We're live. All right. Welcome to Rascal Comedy. I'm your host, Jack Mack. It's good to see you. I can't. I'm in my bedroom. I know we're still doing online gigs. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. So welcome. If it's your first time to Rascal Comedy, this is a mix between traditional stand-up comedy and the Rose of Tralee, where I will be interrogating and questioning the comedians. So welcome to the show. I'm going to plug this now, actually, while you're all here. And I don't think we have many viewers at the moment. We have a live show coming up very soon. I've got tickets links below. I know, live show. People are saying, oh, what if the restrictions get extended? You buy a ticket, I'll happily give your money back. So get rid of that fear, right? We're givers here at Rascal Comedy. We're givers. So a bit of comedy from me. I really wanted to watch that new film that came out, The Parasite, but it's in South Korean, and I really didn't want to watch the dub version. Fucked that up, didn't I? Jesus, Woody, come here. I think I've got a parasite. Nah, man, that's not parasite. That's four-piece. Who do you know? Who gave it to you? Oh, thanks, man. Thought I'd totally I'd make it diverse. Okay, that could be RT's next normal people. It'd be like high and horny people. I don't know how I feel about watching something in dubbed. I watched The Hangover recently in English. That was interesting. Oh bloody hell! Why do I have such a bloody hangover? More than Sherry yesterday because of a booming economy. Oh, of course, yes. There we go, guys. That's new jokes there. New jokes.
That's right. I think that's worth a round of applause. Let's do that.
Thank you. But we're going to meet the comedians now, so let's see how lovely they are. If I can work this. Oh, here we go. Hey, there we go. There's our lovely comedians. We got Ben, Taran, other Ben, and Emily.
Wait, which one of us is other Ben?
Your other Ben.
Ah, fuck.
I want to put it in order, you know?
I'm the original Ben, me.
There can only be one.
There's going to be one Ben. That's why, if this was a live gig, you guys would fight to the death.
I'm glad,
thank God for COVID.
You are much bigger than I am, so it's good that we have a bit of a fucking camera between us there.
I think I'm just closer to the screen. I don't think I look any tougher than anything.
Maybe we could just have a roast battle.
Fuck yeah.
Sure, I'm no stranger to a roast.
I mean, not now, but yeah, but we'll organise that. So yeah, how are we doing, guys? All good?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's good. Yeah, it's. I feel like COVID, we were going up. Like, oh my god, we're nearly there. We're going to get back to live gigs, and now we're just going down again.
And here we are.
Here we are in my bedroom. So we're going to start the show off. I'm going to interview Ben Morgan, the second Ben.
Damn. So that still hurts a little bit. A bit of a sting to it.
But what's your Twitter name say? Is it Jammin?
Jammin Morgan. So Benjamin without the Ben, which was a really fucking bad marketing choice in hindsight.
I thought maybe his name is Jamie. You know, sometimes people have two names.
Yeah, no, people used to say I was jamming Morgan, like I was like jamming or something, like on the guitar as well. There was all sorts of different ones I used to get from it, but it's really fucking confusing, and for some reason I just kept it like this, and here we are.
So you're a Benjamin then.
I'm Benjamin, yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm just Ben. I don't have any jamming, which is ironic because that's how I love my donuts.
Jam in.
Ridiculous.
They're all kicking off here, guys. They're all kicking off here. So, how have you been, Ben? Morgan, Benjamin.
You can call me Benjamin. You can call me Ben. Whatever the fuck. It's all good. But yeah, no. Life's very good. I was out over the weekend there, helping some friends move into a new house out there. It's weird seeing people kind of move into new places throughout lockdown and stuff like that. But yeah, fucking. I'm sorry, I'm actually boring as fuck. There is no punchline or anything interesting to the story at all.
That's okay. This is the chat. You don't have to give us material. We just want to see you.
Oh, thank fuck. Like that's.
You can be as boring as you want
What?
here. You just won't be asked back. Hang on, you've got a bit third.
Not fair.
I know it's like the best time now to move in because landlords are struggling to get people in. There's no Airbnb. Best time.
Oh, yeah, and it was. It's one of those. It's amazing. Moved into a house there, and it's really good. It's got one of those like kind of like L. It's like it's an L person's house, so it's got like the kind of like the rails going up the stairs. So after a few cans, it's a bit easier to climb your way up and get yourself up off the toilet and all that. If you're too fucked, you can sit in the shower for a little bit. It's got a little chair in there. It's
nice.
I want an L person gaff now. That's what I want.
Does it have the chair up the stairs?
Yeah, it's got the chair. It doesn't have the one that goes. I was kind of disappointed. I thought for a second I had the little chair that goes up the stairs like that, but it did not quite that level of luxury yet. But I mean, probably get one put in the next few weeks.
Yeah, get one installed. Then we'll talk.
Exactly.
That'd be hilarious. So what if after you've had a few drinks, you're like, sure, look, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Or you drink too many pints of Guinness, have a 2 fiery kebab. The night there's like no fuck handle that you can hold on to on the side of the toilet, and you can squeeze into it and scream your pain away.
If you need more, something to grip onto, is it?
Something for a bit of leverage, something to really.
You're like, fuck this. This is going to be a
I
big
really
one.
hope nobody in my work's watching this at the moment.
Yeah, I just block everybody from work. If they knew how I really talk, no.
Don't
Fired.
tell us how you really feel about them.
Yeah, they're all a bunch of dicks. No, they're lovely people. Don't get me fired, please. So that's interesting. So these young people have moved into an old person's house. Are they getting ready for like maybe when they get old?
I haven't questioned them on it. I mean, I think you just take whatever the fuck you can get in Dublin. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I didn't ask them too many questions about it. Like, where did you come across this old person's house? How did you get it? I felt like it was a dodgy situation or something like that. I feel like if I ask too many questions, I'll end up hearing something I regret hearing. So
yeah. Well, they probably just were like, "Oh, it's the only one we could afford."
Realistically, yeah. I mean, I'd like to kind of build it up as being a bit more weird, but yeah, realistically, it's probably something quite boring like that.
Nice one. And how have you been surviving the lockdown and COVID?
It's a weird one, like because I'll be in the office maybe 2 days a week now, kind of a thing, which is kind of nice, gives you a bit of structure and stuff like that, and you start going. You don't go crazy as quick, but it's a weird one because like it's a complete ghost town in the office every time I'm in there, which kind of has its advantages. Sometimes like I let out like a massive fart the other day, and just looking around like, oh fuck, I'm trusting you into the job. It would have made like fucking enemies for life, and there was no one there, and I was it was one of the most relieving moments I've ever had in my entire life.
That'd be the type of thing that like they'd never let you forget. They'd be like, hey, do you remember that time Ben farted? Am I right?
No, it's specifically in my contract. They get to fire me if I fart in the office, so it's like it's hard ball. Like,
I love the idea of a fart probation. That's what you were on.
But did you see that I think there was a legal case like that in Australia where there was a guy brought his boss to work because he kept farting at him next to his desk, and they ruled that it didn't constitute abuse or didn't constitute harassment or whatever. But you're kind of allowed to do it now, I guess.
I feel like you saw that case and you were like, fuck, what if I get in trouble? What if I get brought in? You can't really help it.
There's a legal precedent for it anyway.
It's like sneezing at the moment. You're there like, mind your own business, and then you feel a sneeze and you're like, no. And everyone's there like, what can I do? I'm sorry.
That's great. You get straight to the top of the queue though. It's fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah. If you don't want people there. Absolutely. So Ben, are you ready to hit the stage? You ready to give us some funny?
Ready as ever. We'll let you see if it's any funny.
I'm guessing it will be. We'll laugh anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ben Morgan, everyone. Woo!
Hey! How's it going? I didn't ask this earlier, Jack. Do you mind if I have a sponsor? Do you mind if I plug my sponsor there?
Log away, my friend.
Okay.
You're banned. You're banned.
Dog come. Taste the rainbow. So, are we ready to party tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Follow after me. Face down, ass up. That's the way I found the corpse. Just lying there. It's pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I find it very hard being Irish. You know, find it very hard being Irish because there's a lot of ignorance about Ireland as a place. I mean, for example, 80% of Britons can't draw the border on the Irish map. But I mean, it's a bit of a misleading statistic because, to be fair, most of those people had eaten the crayons provided before they had the chance to draw in the border. And I find it very hard being Irish as well because, you know, I like hip hop and I wanted to rap Oscuelga, and my mixtape didn't do very well because in 2018 people weren't ready for Dias Mira, bitch. I find it very hard as well because a lot of people don't get Irish references. So I used to slag them with some great nicknames and stuff like that people don't get when you're over in the UK. There's like my mate, we used to call as Ma the Angelus. She could take about 18 massive dongs in the space of a minute while the entire country stared on in a state of fear and respect. I find it very hard being Irish as well because there's another thing that, like, I mean, there's a big stigma at the moment about abortion. We've had it here for a few years now, and I don't know, like, one of my friends was joking around the other day about, you know, like, they'd had an abortion and they were joking around about it, and one of the friends said, "Here, listen, too soon." And I said, "Too soon? It's never too soon. They won't let you do it after the first trimester." And you know, I found that was a bit insensitive, and I'll finish on this. I recently, me and my girlfriend broke up recently enough, and you know, there was a lot of tension in the relationship, you know, because came into her one day and she goes, she's ignoring me completely, and I go, "Is everything okay, hon?" And she goes, "Oh, you haven't even touched me since the baby. You haven't even looked at me since the baby." And I'm like, "Yeah, you punched a baby." I'm not just gonna forget that. Like, that's completely fucked. That's all I got for tonight anyway. We'll keep it short and sweet. You've been fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm Ben Morgan.
Ben Morgan, everyone. Woo! I want to hear more of your Irish raps.
You really don't.
Yeah. Well, one of my mates was playing it one day at a house party, and it's funny how, like, they're trying to be so gangster, but then they're like, it's Machlum Schnachte. Like, yeah, you can sound rough when you're rapping.
I mean, like, I can't wait till they start incorporating kneecap into the fucking Leaving Cert syllabus. It's gonna be great.
Absolutely. I think maybe they're the lads that he was playing. But yeah, interesting stuff. And great sponsor as well.
Oh yeah, no, a very loyal sponsor. They've been sponsoring all my online work at the moment.
What was that?
Oh, like what's actually in it?
Yeah.
Oh, dog cum. No.
Right, sorry.
It's low fat rice pudding.
Oh.
I was gonna go with milk, but then I saw this. I thought it was like just a lot more disgusting.
Gloopy.
Wow.
Indeed.
But it leaves a nice aftertaste.
I haven't seen dog cum, but like I presume it's. I'm gonna stop talking.
Don't Google it, please. Anyway, moving on. So our next comedian is Taran. Hi, how are ya? How you doing? What's the crack? How have you been?
I've been very good.
You've been very good.
How have you been, Jack?
I've been good. I didn't want to work today, but other than that, yeah, I was fine. We're getting some comments in, guys, which is good. Okay. This guy here, I don't know if you know this guy. House hunting myself and found a gaff that looked like it was a nursing home up until the owners kicked up the bucket. Fair enough. I mean, we do welcome all comments. Thomas O'Connor said, "When do the comedians make an appearance?" I presume that was Stuart when I was talking. What the fuck? Oh, bother, this guy stinks. I can ban people. So
you must feel the
oh, great opening to the show, Ben. So right, we're back. Fucking hell, my monologue is not well received. Anyway, that's why we've moved on. So no, but Taran, you're good. You're how have you been surviving during lockdown?
I've been working, luckily, and drinking at home.
What's your drink? What's your drink of choice?
Bottles of wine, quantity
Nice.
over quality, and any
Yes.
spirit.
Tesco and Lidl's finest.
Yeah, white spirit, hand sanitizer, you know.
Hand sanitizer. Nice. Maybe even some fragrance.
Yeah. But
We're all out of
it's
wine.
It's gone very quickly because when you drink things go very fast. So
I know. Unfortunately, I woke up one day and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm 26."
oh,
Wow. I know.
you're only a
It's awful.
baby.
I'm only a baby. Why? How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, right. Well, I'm 2 years younger than you.
I know. I wish I had that youth on my side.
I mean, I don't look like I got asked for ID the other day. And I was like, "Oh, I'm 26." This is a huge
Yeah,
compliment.
I still get IDs.
And you're buying your wine.
Yeah.
And you like the sesh, do you?
Yeah, same as everyone else does.
I just feel like
I'm
it's
just-
an Irish thing. We just fucking
Yeah.
love it, don't we? Just
Yeah, and I think
Enough
this has
drinking.
brought it out more in us.
absolutely. I live.
Yeah.
I actually moved house over lockdown, and now I live above a pub.
Which pub?
Birchalls in. I shouldn't really be saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Birchalls in Ranelagh.
Lovely.
I'd be afraid now people go, "Hey, you the shitty comedian, are you?
Thomas will come knocking on the door.
That was new material." Yeah, it's just when they were open, you could be like, should we just go down for one? That would turn into
Yeah.
4. Yeah, so I have to watch my alcoholism. Absolutely. Would you ever drink before you go on stage?
No, not really. Would you?
No.
No.
I'd say the worst things. I just keep mumbling and forget all my material.
You're not funny when you're drunk. Like not you, like just people in
Or
general.
sober.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
don't say that.
Absolutely not. So yeah, that's good. That's good you're surviving. Are you working at the moment?
Yeah, I work in television. So
Working in television?
I work in tele. You wouldn't be able to tell from
Really?
this. Yeah.
Oh wow. What time? Are you a casting director?
No, like just
Producer?
I'm a low-level art wiper.
Oh, never mind.
I can't help you with anything.
Oh, right, okay. No, I'm only messing. But you because you could get there. You could become a casting director / producer director.
Maybe.
Yes. Probably. My father always said, "Be nice to the people on your way up, because you'll meet them on the way down."
Your father was a wise man.
He was. Yeah. He also hated his boss. It's all about hating bosses today and mean comments. That's great. Is it? I don't want to maybe dig too deep into your job, but is it RTE?
It could be sometimes.
Oh, right. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's not actually very interesting.
It's probably just boring accounting stuff.
No. It's literally wiping people's art.
Okay. Well, I think you say TV, everyone just goes.
Yeah, everyone gets excited. It's not that it's
You're like Ryan Tuberty's assistant or something.
Yeah, I am.
Wow. What's he like?
I don't know him, but I'm sure he's lovely. I don't know.
You could lie. Just say, he's a dick. He's a prick. Yeah, I don't know Ryan Tuberty personally, but yeah, he's a cool guy. Nice. Have you been practicing some stand-up over the lockdown?
I'm trying to, but it's hard to find the drive to practice, isn't it?
Stuff. That's why these online gigs have been both a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good to do. So are you ready to test out some material?
I am ready as I'll ever be.
Fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen at home, I don't care if you're on your own in your room. I want you clapping for Taran, everyone! Woo!
So one really good positive thing that has come out of lockdown is that I've actually adopted a man. So as you know, with lockdown, the pubs had to close down, so there was so many functioning alcoholics without a home to go to. So there was a lot of them in danger of being put to sleep, but not by the normal 25 pints on a Friday night. So I knew that I could offer an alcoholic, not a loving home, just a very basic home. So I felt like it was my calling. I went into my local pub on the last night, and I just saw like the cutest little alcoholic. And he looked up at me with these red, bloodshot eyes.
Oh.
And I knew like I didn't have to take him home, but I knew I could. So I did. I've named him Thomas. I'm not sure what his name was before, and I don't know. Yeah, he was just so cute, and I really feel like I've done my bit now. I feel like I have provided him with shelter, and when the pub's open, obviously I'm going to bring him back. So, like, I nearly brought him back there, but with the €9 meals and everything, it's just too much because he was coming in and out and going to different places. But once they just open normally, I'll just be able to return him, and I'll feel like I've done my bit for society. That's my minute.
Taran, everyone! Woo! Oh, that was a cute story. What was his name again? Thomas?
Thomas.
And he's in the comments. He's the god being mean. Listen, Taran, you need to sober him up. Like, don't be so mean. Be nice to the people. Putting themselves out there. There we go. No, well done there. Yeah. Talk to Thomas. Tell him to be nice. So we're going to move on to our next comic. It is the wonderful Emily Ashmore. Emily, how are you?
I'm good.
What's the crack? What are you up to? Nothing, I know.
Nothing. No. I had, since I last saw you, I think I had probably the most boring 21st anybody has ever had. No, I had a great time, but basically, it was my 21st, and I couldn't go to a club. Most of my friends couldn't make it. I couldn't have a big party. So really, it couldn't have worked out any better for me. So really delighted with that.
Sounds like you had a safe 21st.
I'm so happy. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate the clubs. I hate everything. So I was happy to use it as an excuse not to have to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to have a 21st, but virus. You should have had a massive rave in your garden.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No.
That would have been a nightmare for me and all involved.
All involved, especially like trying to clean up afterwards.
Yeah. No.
Not good. It's not good. Okay, fair enough. Would you have another one? Maybe maybe you could have your 22nd could be your 21st when it's all blown over.
Yeah, I think I'm okay though.
Okay, fair.
I think I'm okay. I think I'm. Yeah.
I don't know if you were being sarcastic or.
No, I'm not even being sarcastic. I think I'm happy to skip. I'm happy to just age.
Yeah. You won't be saying that for too long. Yeah, it's tough. The old restrictions.
Yeah, they are a good excuse though.
They are, especially if you don't want to see anybody.
Yeah.
Especially like wearing the masks. They have their benefits as well. I was on a bus this morning, from Galway, and I just fell asleep, but nobody could see what I looked like. If you go out somewhere that you don't want people seeing you, go into a sex shop, they don't know it's you. Nobody knows. But have you been writing much?
I think you'll probably be able to tell by the quality of the minute I'm about to do that that I haven't.
Well, you saw my first minute, so I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. Yeah, no, hopefully we'll have gigs back. So are you ready to hit the stage?
Yeah, sure.
Do it. Okay, everybody. Big round of applause for Emily Ashmore, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. So I didn't really know what to do with a minute, so I've written some really bad puns. So if my fellow comics would like to get involved, shout out the answer if you know the answer. So first we're gonna start off with some like Halloween themed little jokes. So the first one is why do you think James Blunt would make a really nice ghost?
Because he sings well?
Mm-mm. Because he would tell everybody, you're beautiful. This one. The second one, they only get worse, so buckle up. The second one is what would Donald Trump be called if he got turned into a pumpkin?
I have no idea.
No? Any guesses?
Donald Pumpkin?
No.
That was ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
Donald Pumpkin. Mine's not much better. I have jerk off lantern.
Much
Nice.
better. That is much better.
Yeah.
So the next few are pandemic themed, coronavirus themed. So have you heard about the virus that has wiped out all those tropical trees?
No.
No. It's a real pandemic.
Nice.
The next one is what if the coronavirus has actually brought us all closer together? It was actually a pandemic.
Oh.
Thank you. And what do you call the printer that tells you to wear a mask and wash your hands regularly?
No idea.
No idea. It's a fax machine. You'll be pleased to hear that's all I have.
Woo! Emily Ashmore, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
I feel like your reality is much more fun. I'd like to see a pumpkin with just a blonde wig. Jack off.
Yeah.
Lantern. Thomas has come back in the comments. This guy, I feel like it's like us versus him. I thought I recognized you. Don't know who that's for, Tom. You gotta be more one hell of an ass on stage and in bed. And then he just starts sending these really creepy comments. So I blocked him because I was like, I'm not like this.
Okay, so I guess it's not your Thomas then, Taran. I guess that's not right. Okay, that's just some weird. Okay, cool.
No, I don't know that.
You'd be surprised the amount of weirdos this show.
Well, in which case it means that we can all, if we want, take the comment about having the great ass. I mean, I need a lift today, so I'm taking that comment. That's
I think we'll give that to you. Sure. One day we were doing the show, and this Arab fella was trying to like charm the girls, and like
What?
yeah, in the comments he was like, "You beautiful," and I was like, "Stop it." Yeah, it was.
Oh my god.
Like
was anyone at the gig? Well, at the gig, it was a virtual gig. Didn't back at the start of this? Didn't Eddie Malarkey do a crack den virtual?
Yeah.
And that was back when people hadn't quite worked out how to do Zoom, and you had like Zoom raids, and people like just like hijacking the Zoom, and he's in the middle of doing a Crackdown live stream, and then suddenly like this guy screen shares like just black penises, like just a big full on, which got the thing cut from broadcast on Facebook.
No.
And so and then that started. I can't remember what it's called, like Zoom crashing or something like that. It was a thing back in like March and April that you had to watch out for when you did live shows.
Oh fuck! I didn't know about this.
Yeah. I think it was Eddie Malarkey. I think it was a crack. I think it was a Crackdown.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. But awful. Because I haven't seen him do any since. Maybe.
I think he did a couple. I think he did one or two after that, and I think it was I think maybe it peaked with a guest penis, and we just went, forget it. I'll just write this out.
Do you know what? Yeah. I'll wait for the live shows. My dick's not going to beat that. So we're going to move on to our last guest. It is Ben Verth.
Hi.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you very much for having me, mate.
Thanks for coming on. I feel like when Ben Morgan was doing his bit about like British people, we're one of them.
Well, hey, don't slander me. I'm Scottish. Rather than the B word, rather than
King of the Britons. That's it.
Okay, maybe I'll take that. If there was some sort of stipend, some sort of payment for that, then I would take that. That's
okay. Fair enough.
I'm Scottish and I live in Dublin now.
How do you find Dublin?
Do you know what? I love it. I do love it, and I have, because I'm always checking up on what the news is back in Scotland and England, and it seems like there's just a positivity and a governmental understanding, which is sadly lacking back in the British Isles. They've made an absolute arse of it, I think, and it feels like there's a more positive vibe to riding out a pandemic in Dublin.
Maybe.
So there.
I mean, what's his name? Who was the guy? Matt Damon. He was in Ireland for the pandemic.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's back now as well. They've started production on the film for which he was over in the first place.
Yeah.
And so he's back now. I saw him. I saw him the first time around. I saw him just like getting a coffee in a place in Dalkey. Now
Matt Damon Dalkey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to level with you. We did drive out there like 5 or 6 times to try and find him. So we did eventually see it. So.
What I love is, like, sometimes, I won't mention where I work, but sometimes celebrities come in and I just love to ignore them. I just love to pretend like I don't know who they are. I'm like, hi, are you okay? And they're like, hi. Like, hi. You know, that's what I do with Matt Damon. I'd be like, hi.
Who have you had? Can you say? Who have you had that you've ignored? Who have you been? What celebrities have you been a dick to, Jack?
Do you know who I'll tell you? Anne Doyle.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I love her.
Boom. And I blanked her. I was like, are you okay? Okay, I'm going to be honest. I didn't really recognize her at first. And someone and I was like, all right.
Was she trying to get your attention? So, was she like showing off, trying to get you to recognize?
Yeah, she was doing her like good morning and welcome. I would like this.
Well, she was hosting, just being outside.
Exactly. She was like, today I walked into town and I wanted a bottle of fragrance. And was like, oh, okay, right. What's my voice? Miss. Yeah. So that's it. But I know it's glad that you like Dublin. Dublin, it's a weird one. Like, I was in London for 6 years, and then I went to Dublin. So I feel like Dublin's kind of like a big town. Yeah,
I used to live in London as well. Where did you live in London?
I went all over. I was in Chiswick for 3 years. I actually lived right beside Colin Firth and David Tennant.
Did you let on to them, or did you ignore them as well?
I ignored them. Absolutely. I remember one time I was walking down the street and it was really windy and Colin Firth was like this. And I was like, God, he was just so unhappy. I was like, yeah.
That was far too, I'm just going to say it, sexy, a Colin Firth impression there. That was, I feel you pitched that too high, mate. That's...
Sorry. I wasn't really thinking how sexy this is going to look here.
I wasn't either, and then you did that, and now that's all I can think of, just Colin Firth sexing on by in my mind like that.
You're there going, right, okay. Who else can you do?
Boy, oh boy, I'm gonna have to dig out that that original Pride and Prejudice TV show that he was on, and I'm gonna watch that.
You're gonna fill up Ben's cup. Am I right? Yeah, we got another one for you.
I love the commitment to that joke as well. It wasn't just like like a pint glass. It's a stein. It's a stein of dog cum.
Yeah.
The thing as well is that like I did this bit for my first online gig about 2 weeks ago. So I live at home. This has been sitting in my fridge, in my family fridge. My family are so supportive of my comedy career. It is detrimental to them. Like
you're like, I'm gonna be famous someday, Mom. This will make sense.
This will make sense.
It'll make sense someday.
I also love the idea that because like if you'd lived in like student accommodation and somebody opens the fridge and sees that and thinks it's like a guy called Dog Cum and he's just like marked his stuff in the fridge. Hey, do I a guy called Dog Cum?
Yeah, it's like, no, his original name is like Dog Cummings or something.
Yeah,
Mr.
Doggington Cumworthy. That's like his.
That's it. Yeah, it's an honourable name. It's been passed down for generations. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we're getting more. Mags popped in. Mags likes to pop in every. You're free to bob over and. Oh yeah, okay, right. She's getting back at Thomas. Yeah. Whoever that guy is. Sometimes I insult these comments and they turn out to be like people's friends, and I'm like, well, they shouldn't be writing this stuff. Ronan came
I think if you're putting what were the weird comments? Like, was it like porn? Was he just like spamming it with porn?
That's what I was afraid of. He was putting some dirty filth on my show.
I mean, having said that, I'd like I think we'd all like to have seen what that would be like in a live show. We're just on stage and somebody's throwing porn magazines at the stage,
or getting up with their phone like. Look at that.
Here's a deck for you.
There we go. No.
Streak across the stage.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Only for us to. I don't think any other art form could comment on it. Like, right, well, that happened. There we go. But where in Scotland were you living?
Edinburgh. I'm from Edinburgh.
Oh, Edinburgh's great. Edinburgh's a great place. What about Glasgow?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like
Glasgow.
Scotland. Yeah. Like there's a weird rivalry between Edinburgh and Glasgow.
Of course,
and I've no idea why, because they're both nice places. I like all of Scotland. So.
I love the accents in Scotland. I love like Glasgow's more nasally pal,
yes.
Billy Connolly. While Edinburgh's more earthy and it's got that lovely. So like you're asking a question.
And Aberdeen is like they're constantly surprised at stuff that's going on. It's like, I'll tell you something in the pub, and I'll fit like I said to them. Like they're like their rib cage is about to collapse because they need medical attention.
Because they're just so, and they have that lovely R as well. Like, I'm from Aberdeen.
Aberdeenshire, aye.
Aberdeen. It's very almost Spanish, that R. Arriba. Aberdeen. Yeah, so I love the Scottish accent. Definitely up there as my top
what?
five.
What are the other four? Give us the other four of accents.
I mean, I like Spanish. Can't really say. I have to say that because my girlfriend's Spanish, so I have to start out there. Yeah, Spanish is nice. French. Oh, love a good French accent. Yeah, like American. I could take American, and of course, Irish. Just love an old Irish girl,
Okay, this checks out.
Yeah. Do you agree?
Sure, I've never really thought of it. I don't know if I don't think I've got a particularly Scottish accent. Do I? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very
No, it's
sorry.
great. It sounds good. I'm not complaining.
Good.
You've got all your Scottishness. Like, way, oh.
I have noticed the different accents in Dublin as well. And
more like the south. All right, my God, how's it going?
There's that. There's the north side,
Yeah.
which
Give us your best
also
north side.
Well, I can't. So I can't do the accents at all. I can't do other than the only because I don't do impressions. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. Other than every time I hear someone say they're from Waterford, the water bit sounds like they're about to gob in your face. Like, so where are you from? I'm from Waterford. Like it sounds. And you go,
I've
cool,
never noticed that. But yes.
I understand why it's Waterford. There seems like there's a lot of liquid in people's mouths. It's
Waterford, yeah. Yeah, you've ruined Waterford for me now. Yeah. Righto. Are you ready to hit the stage, Ben?
yes, I am. Am I?
Yes,
Let's find
you are.
out, mate. Let's find
All
out.
right, last sack, the headliner. There's no headliner in the show. Goes to Ben Verth, everyone. Woo!
Hello. Good evening. Right. So my apologies. I'm gonna read this. Okay. Hello. My name is Ben, and as I said, I'm Scottish, Edinburgh, now living in Dublin, and the main thing that I've really had to get my head around moving to Ireland is the use of language. Like Irish people love to use a negative word to describe something positive, is what I've noticed. If something sounds great, then it's deadly. If something's going well, then it's savage. If something's good, it's gas. Basically, what it seems like, if you want to give a compliment in Ireland, take a nice thing that you want to say, think of the worst thing that could happen, and it's there, it's right in the middle. Like the other day, my girlfriend described her nephew as violently cute. That was, and he's 8 months. Grand, I've also worked out. Irish people say grand a lot. Grand also fits into that. And I get that now. I understand. I mean, at first I thought it bucks the trend. It's a rare instance of a positive word that actually means something positive. But no, it's a negative word. And it all made sense when I started looking for a flat, and I found out that grand is how much rent is per week in the centre of Dublin. I understand now why everyone's furious. That's the rent, because the rent is not class. I mean, well, actually it is. It's class war. Look, see, there's another one. There you go. And that is probably less than a minute, but that's the bit that I wanted to try out, if that is all right for you as a thing that I have done.
Woo! Ben Verth, everyone. Yes, that was good.
Thanks very much. There's not a lot of opportunities to try out new material, so I think I tended to overwrite that one there, and could have benefited with being a bit more freewheeling. And also, like Emily, maybe some drawings, because those drawings did a lot of the heavy lifting in those puns. I feel like
absolutely very visual. I remember growing up and thinking, like, when people go, "Oh, it was awful good," like. It was awful good.
It was awful. Yeah, there's a lot.
Good. Yeah, absolutely madness. I know we're a country that's just everywhere. We're both negative and positive. We're like happy, angry people. It's crazy.
Well, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll do so I had another bit open. Can I do that as well? Because I wrote a whole. So I've tried to write every day. Like that's the job. It doesn't exist as a real thing that people pay for anymore. But the job still is comedy, so I've been trying to write every day, and I moved over here for my girlfriend. That's why I'm here. She is Irish, an Irish woman, which means that she swears more than any other section of humanity. But what I've noticed is that when Irish women swear, it's never gratuitous. It's always exactly to the point. Like if I were to say "fuck," you'd be like, okay, this guy. When an Irish woman swears, you're like, wow, okay, I never saw it like that before. That is a good point. Do you have a mailing list? Do you have any books I can buy? Are you running a seminar? That's like so. This is a case in point. The other day, I was getting irritated about something. It didn't matter. I couldn't help it. And my girlfriend was trying to tell me that. And she tried to use the phrase, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Except she couldn't remember the phrase, just that it had spilt milk in it. So she just walked through her own phrase, and what came out was spilt milk. I'm going to read it here. Spilt milk is nobody's friend because it turns sour and tastes and smells like shite. That's what she said, and that is more relatable wisdom than anything that I've ever heard before. Like that needs to be on an Instagram quote, like beautiful poster hanging in an office. In fact, I'd go one further. I'd say world would be a better place if men just stopped writing self-help books and just let Irish women do it. I mean, it would be a tiny industry. There would only be one book, and all it would say every page in big letters would be, lads, would you ever just fucking cop on? Like our lives would be transformed. There we are.
There we go, Ben Verth again.
So now we do that live a couple of times, and it might be ready for the never to use again pile. That's what I'm thinking.
No, it was good, man. Yeah, when you said Irish ladies writing books, I was like, cop on. That's exactly it. That's my mother in a nutshell. Just cop on to yourself. That's all you need.
Yeah, there's a lot of sometimes you will have some anxiety, and then an Irish person, man or woman, will usually come into the room, say a single phrase, and then you'll be like, let's just put it all into perspective. Usually the phrase is, do you want some lager? Yeah, that's...
Are you all right? No, I'm feeling bad. Right. Do you want a drink?
Right, yeah. So cans, right. That's the phrase right there.
It's like, oh, I want to talk to you, right? But it's too emotional, right? We need to get drunk.
Yeah.
The only way we're going to express ourselves.
I feel like we've written like all of Normal People 2 just there. That was all of the dialogue of that TV show.
Did you like Normal People?
Yeah, I did. And no, I didn't. I didn't understand why they were sad all the time and why they didn't just tell each other they liked each other.
I thought it was a great representation of Irish men. Like the guy lad, so much emotions but doesn't emote. Like, I don't know, Emily, sure. Taran, do you agree? Are they like that? Are we like that?
Not all.
I think men and women can both be like that.
No, just yeah, just like
I think it's an Irish thing.
I think it's an Irish
rather
thing.
than a gender thing. I think it's being like it's bad to be emotional in Ireland, so you kind of have to keep the good side out. So
absolutely, until it corrodes you inside and breaks you.
Yeah.
And you just cry and go to therapy. Right, I'm going to steal the audience for a bit because I'm going to plug my own shit and then we'll say goodbye to them. So, hey guys, it's me again. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you liked it and you want to give us a nice little tip, I've linked it below. I've also linked it on the post where you're watching this. The show isn't free, unfortunately. I've got to pay for all the streaming thing monthly. So, yeah, if you want to do that, that'd be great. And also, we have our live show coming up on the 11th of October. It's going to be great. You don't have to buy food either to buy drinks. But at the moment, the pubs are shut. So literally, the restrictions, if everything goes to plan, will stop. And then we'll have the gig. So what a great way we can celebrate being alive. Isn't life great? Get all the drinks, all the comedy. It's going to be tremendous. It's going to be tremendous. Nobody knows a gig like me, okay? We're going to say goodbye to the comedians. Thank you so much for coming on, Rascal Comedy, guys. Let's wave the audience goodbye. Bye, audience.
Bye.